Hare Krishna. Kids, let's get started with the Mangla Charan. Let's start. Once we get started with the Mangla Charan. Go ahead, Ishan.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्।
Thank you, Ishan. Ayati, you want to go ahead?
Okay. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakamanam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagaratam Sagna Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Laita Shri Vishakam Vidamstra.
Thank you. Shlok, you want to go then do this?
Okay, Prabhuji. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatate Gopisha Gopasakanta Rat Kanta Namostate Tapta Kantana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishubhanu Sute Devi Prabhavani Hari.
Thank you, Vita. Let's see. Nimai, you want to do this? Vancha kalpatrubhyascha?
Vanchakapate Vibhashra Kipasindhu Bhaya Vachapatikānam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Then Namo Om Vishnupadaya. Go ahead.
Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamine Namine.
Namaste Saraswate Deve. Go ahead.
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Srinavadi Pashita Lishitarine.
Thank you. Shriya, you want to go ahead?
Okay, Prabhuji. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, yes, go ahead, Kathy. Say the Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare.
Thank you. Thank you. So we have been doing the Dashavatar. Let's just do a brief overview. Hare Krishna Narsimhadev. Okay, people who can show their cameras, please turn their cameras on. Right? Okay, let's see. So what have we been doing? Okay, let me just give a brief overview. What have we been doing? We have been doing the Darsha Avatar. Yes, Kathy, you have a question? You're muted.
I don't remember doing that.
Okay, we will just revise one time, right? We have been doing Dasha Avatar, right? Dasha means 10. Avatar is one who descends from the spiritual world, right? So we've been doing the Dasha Avatar. We did. And who is the source of all these avatars? Who is the avatari? Who is the avatari? Who is the source? Yes, Adhav? Krishna. From Krishna, all these avatars are coming, right? So we did Matsya Avatar, Kurma Avatar, Vara Avatar, Narsimha Avatar, Vaman Avatar, and next is going to be Parshuram, and then Ram, Balaram, Buddha, Kalki, right? Right. And Ram Navami, when is Ram Navami? Do you know when is Ram Navami?
Is it this? Is it going to be this month?
It's going to be March 30th. So that's coming up soon, right? So let's see. So, and Krishna appears like once, only once in a day of Brahma. And one day of Brahma is 4.32 billion years, right? So, and why does Krishna come? Why does Krishna come? The Bhagavad Gita Shlok 4.8, who can say that Shlok? That verse, Bhagavad Gita Shlok, it's written here. Ishan, yes, turn your camera on the Shlok.
परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे.
Yeah, so Lord Krishna says to deliver the pious, right? All the sadhus, to annihilate the miscreants, to kill the miscreants, to kill the bad people, and to reestablish religion. I myself, Krishna appears yuga, millions and millions after years. Is Ishan, you have a question? And turn your camera on, please.
I forgot to lower my hand.
Yeah, whoever can turn their cameras on, please turn your cameras on. Yes, Ayati, you have a question?
I had one question from the previous slide. Do we like Kalki? He's like the avatar that's coming up, but do we still have like stories about what he's gonna do?
Yes, we will. We will hear all that. Who was going to be his father, mother, and all that.
Ooh.
Right. So people, when they say, "Oh, I am the avatar of this," we have to ask them, where is it written in the scriptures? Otherwise, we cannot accept them as like God's incarnation.
Yes.
So Krishna says he comes to deliver the pious, to kill the. So he can. What he can do is. He can kill the demons from top above. He can give them a heart attack, or he can have them killed by a car crash or anything. But he says all this. The real reason he comes is to come for the devotees. The main reason why he's come, because the devotees are in so much separation, mood of separation, that they are longing. Krishna, when will you come? Advaita Acharya called out so loudly, Krishna, please come. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, right? And to establish real religion. Can you give me an example? How did Krishna establish real religion? Can you give me an example? How did he establish real religion? Anybody can give me an example? How did Krishna establish real religion? Anybody? He spoke Bhagavad Gita, right? Bhagavad Gita is giving us the real religion, right? Right? He gave us Bhagavad Gita. So just a revision, right? The first avatar is Matsya avatar. We spoke about it. What did Matsya avatar do? He saved all the Vedas from the demons, right? He saved Satyavrata Muni and his associates. So that was the Matsya avatar. The second avatar was the Kurma avatar, the tortoise avatar. And he came during the churning of the ocean. And he helped the devotees and the demons to get the nectar. Eventually, the devatas, the demigods, got the nectar, right? The third avatar was the Vara, the boar god, right? Vara avatar. He killed Hiranyaksh. Who was Hiranyaksh? Does anybody remember? Who is Hiranyaksh? Yes, Nimai?
I forgot his name, but his brother.
He was
That
Hiranyakashipu.
killed.
Yes, Hiranyakashipu's brother, Hiranyaksh, right? And he rescued Bhudevi. Remember, the earth was lying in the Garbhodak ocean and Varadev lifted it up, right? So we learned about that. And then we learned about Narsimha avatar, right? One of my favorite stories to read from Bhagavatam. Narsimha avatar is half man, half lion. He killed Hiranyakashipu and rescued Prahlad. So give me 1 second. What's going on? Where's the chat thing? I hope you guys are not chatting, right? That's fine. Let's go back to. And then we did the Vaman avatar, the 5th avatar, right? A dwarf man, right? And he sends Bali to Patalok and rescued the demigods. Remember the story of Indra being, yes, Jayani, you have a question?
What does a dwarf mean?
A dwarf means a small person, a person of small height.
Okay, thank you.
So he sent Bali Maharaj to Patalok and rescued the demigods. Remember, Indra had lost his kingdom. And who was the mother who prayed to Krishna or Vishnu? Who is the mother? Who was the mother of Vamandev? Does anybody remember? Who was the mother of Vamandev? What sacrifice did she do? What vrata did she do? Yes, Hari Govinda.
Aditi?
Yes, wonderful. You remember. See, now I will do a Kahoot and see who all remembers what, right? We have been doing this for a long time. Right? Aditi did, and then Vamandev came, and then he, within 3 footsteps, he occupied everything, right? And then the 3rd step he had to put on, Bali Maharaj said, put on my head, right? And Bali Maharaj becomes a Mahajan, and a great person. And the 6th one is Parshuram. He killed all the bad kings. We are going to learn about that. And the 7th one is who? Ram Avatar, Lord Ram, right? He killed Ravan and rescued Sita Devi. And also that's why we celebrate Diwali. And then Balaram is the 8th avatar, right? And we will talk about him. The 9th is Buddha. And his main message was non-violence. And the 10th one is the yet to come. He will kill all the bad leaders and save the world. So let's go into our main story of Parshuram. Let's see. Can you see the screen? Okay, Narasimhadev, so what we do, we read and then we discuss, read and discuss. Okay, so let's see, who wants to read? Jaini, you want to read?
Okay. In the dynasty of the moon, God came in many kings. One was King God. He had a daughter named
Satyavati.
whom Brahmanan, a sage named Richika requested from the king to be his wife. King Gaudi, however, regarded Richika as an unfit husband for his daughter, and therefore he told the Brahmana, "My dear sir, I belong to the dynasty of Kusa. Because we are aristocratic Rayas, you must give some dowry for my daughter. Therefore, bring at least 1,000 horses, each as brilliant as a moonshine, and each having one black ear, whether right or left."
Okay, so can you guys hear me okay? Or am I breaking off? You guys can hear me. So this, okay, we are trying to see how did Parshuram came in this material world. There was a king called Gadhi in the moon god dynasty. And there was this Brahman sage Richika who asked this king, king's daughter Satyavati to be married to this Brahman sage called Richika. And King Gadhi was like, okay, Richika is not a fit husband for my daughter. So he said that you need to give me so much dowry, right? And we are kingly and you're a Brahmin, you need to give me so much dowry. And that dowry was what? Like dowry, guys know what is dowry? So in India, when a man marries a wife in certain sects, in certain portions of India, they ask the wife's family to give something as a present, as a gift. Like they can ask, or even they might, the parents of the girl can just give, like without even asking, they will give, say, they could give a car, they could give like lots of jewelry as gift, they could give any gifts for their daughter and for the in-laws. So that's called a dowry, right? So King Gadhi is asking that you have to give me how many? 1,000 horses. 1,000 horses, each as brilliant as moonshine, very nice horses, and at least one of their ears should having one black ear, whether it's a right ear or left ear. One of the ears should be black. So how is he going to get those 1,000 horses? Okay, who wants to read next? Yeah, go ahead, Ishan.
When King Gadhi made this demand, the great sage Richika could understand the king's mind. Therefore, he went to the demigod Varun and bought from him the 1,000 horses that Gadhi had demanded. After delivering these horses, the sage married the king's beautiful daughter. Thereafter, Richika's Muni's wife and mother-in-law, each desiring a son, requested the money to prepare an oblation. Thus Richika Muni prepared one oblation for his wife with the Brahmana mantra and another for his mother-in-law with the Kshatriya mantra. Then he went out to bathe.
Yeah, see what's going on. This is why are we reading this? Because we know why Parshuram, who is supposed to be a Brahmana, he killed so many people. Brahmanas don't kill. So how did he come to this world like with these qualities? This is why the story is important, right? And then as Narasimha is new to this class, we do to take Kahoot, where you have to answer the quiz questions. So King Gadhi went to Varun Dev, right? Who is Varun Dev? Does anybody know who is Varun Dev? Who is Varun Dev? Who raised their hand? Yes, Shlok. Yes, Shlok. Who is Varun Dev? Who is? I can't hear you, Shlok.
Varun Dev.
Yes, Narasimha. Who is Varun Dev?
Varuna Dev is Varuna Dev. He's the god of he's a god of demigods.
He's a demigod.
He's a demigod, and he's
Water.
he's the water.
Yeah, he's the demigod of water. Very nice. So this King Gadhi went to Varun Dev and he got this 1,000 horses, and that's time he was able to marry Satyavati. And then after some time, Richika Muni's wife and his mother-in-law, right? Richika Muni's wife and Richika Muni's mother-in-law, meaning Satyavati and Satyavati's mother, they both wanted a son. And Richika Muni, he did an oblation, he did a sacrifice, and he, for his wife, because he was a Brahman, right? He is a sage. He used a Brahman mantra saying that my son will become a Brahman. And for his mother-in-law, who was a king, who was a queen, King Gadi was a king, right? So he used that Kshatriya mantra. Kshatriya means a warrior. And so he prepared 2 oblations and then he went out to take bath. Let's see what happens. Who wants to read? Okay, Narsimha Devi, you want to read? Go ahead.
Meanwhile, because Satyavati's mother thought that the oblation prepared for her daughter, Rikshika's wife, must be better, she asked her daughter for that oblation. Satyavati therefore gave her own oblation to her mother and ate her mother's oblation herself. When the great sage Rikshika returned home after bathing and understood what had happened in his absence, he said to his wife, Satyavati, you have done a great wrong. Your son will be a fierce kshatriya, able to punish everyone, and your brother will be a learned scholar in spiritual science.
Thank you. Thank you. See what has happened here. So Satyavati's mother was thinking, oh, of course, because Rishika Muni must love his wife so much. So that oblation which he created, that must be very nice for his son. So she asked her daughter, can we exchange the oblations? So she took Satyavati's oblation, and Satyavati's daughter took the other oblation, which was supposed to be her brother. And then when the sage Rishika returned, he said, you have done very, very wrong. Because of this, what will happen now? You will have a son who is going to be a great, fierce Kshatriya, and he will punish everybody. And your brother, who is going to come from your mother's womb, will be very great, learned scholar. So let's see what is going to happen next. Okay, who wants to read? Ayati?
Yes, Hare Krishna. Satyavati, however, pacified Rishika Muni with peaceful words and requested that her son would not be like a fierce Kshatriya. Rishika Muni replied, then your grandson will be of a Kshatriya spirit. Thus,
Jamadagni?
Dagni was born as the son of Satyavati. Satyavati later became the sacred river
Kaushiki
to purify the entire world, and her son
Jamadagni
Jamadagni married Renuka, the daughter of Renu. Jamadagni had many sons headed by Vasuman, were born from the womb of Renuka. The youngest of them was named Rama or Parshuram.
Yeah, see how Parshuram is coming into the picture, right? How did he descend in the material world? So Satyavati is like I don't want a Kshatriya son. I don't want him to be fierce. Then she was able to pacify her husband, Rishika Muni. Then Rishika Muni said, okay, fine. Your son will not be a fierce Kshatriya, but your grandson will be a fierce Kshatriya. So from Rishika Muni and Satyavati, another Brahman came whose name was Jamadagni, right? So Jamadagni was the son of Satyavati. And from Jamadagni then married, when he grew up, he married daughter of Renu. He married Renuka, and they had many sons headed by Vasuman. And the youngest of those sons were named Rama or Parshurama, right? Parshurama. So what does Parshu? Parshu means, does anybody know what does Parshu mean? Yes, Ayati, what does Parshu mean?
I think it means some type of weapon.
Yes, what weapon?
Let's see here. I think a bow or an axe.
No, it's in the picture. It's in the picture.
I'm not. Is it a bow?
Now, Narsimadev.
Oh, it's an axe.
I think yeah, I think it's the
Is that-
the
Chopper-like thing, right?
yeah, that's what I think.
Well, doesn't Parshu mean bow?
No, Parshu doesn't mean bow.
Then what does it mean?
Dhanush means bow,
Oh yeah, Tanush. Never mind then.
right? So let's see what's going to happen then. Who wants to read? Who has not read? Hari Govind, yes. Hari, go ahead. Hari,
Learned scholars accepted that this Parshuram has the
celebrated
celebrated incarnation of Vasudev,
Vasudev,
who
annihilated
the
dynasty,
of Kartavirya.
Kartavirya. Go ahead.
Parshuram killed all the
Kshatriyas,
Kshatriyas on earth 21 times. When the royal
dynasty,
began
excessively
proud because of the material modes of passion and ignorance, because
irreligious,
and
ceased
to care for the laws
enacted
by the Brahmanas. Parshuram killed them. Although the offense was not very severe, he killed them to lessen the burden of the world.
Thank you, Hari. Very nice. So, learn it. Parshuram is we widely celebrate him as the incarnation of Krishna, and he killed the Kshatriyas. How many times? All over the 21 times. 21 times. He was a fierce warrior. He ran like the speed of the mind. And when he got tired, sometimes he ran like with the speed of the wind. Like zoom, 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 zoom. He used to kill with his chopper, with his Parshu. And why did he do that? Because Kshatriyas are supposed to be good people. Kshatriyas are the rulers, the kings. And when they were in the modes of passion and ignorance, who can tell me what is the mode of passion? What do you understand? What is the mode of passion? What does this mode of passion mean? Okay, let me pull up something. Okay. Can you hear? Can you hear?
I can hear you, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Hear what?
Do you hear this? Do you hear this? Did you hear that or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
When you hear that kind of music, what do you think of? When you hear that music, what do you think of? What does passion mean? Yes, Hari Govinda.
Parshuram?
No. What is the mode of passion? The mode of Rajogun, Jayani?
So I thought the question was, what do you think when you hear this music?
Okay, yes. What do you think of when you hear this music? What do you think?
I think of like never giving up.
Never giving up. Do you think of okay, Ayati, what do you think of when you hear this music?
I wish I had a question.
Okay, all right. Let's go back to your question. Shlok, what do you think when you hear this music?
It sounds like they're celebrating someone's back, or like they're celebrating something.
Okay, let's hear. So what do you think? Like, this is too loud, but what do you think when you hear this kind of music? It is some people feel like dancing, right? Narsimha there?
Not me. I hate dancing.
The music is like very active.
Very active, right? And you might feel like it's creating something in you. It's igniting passion in you. Some Bollywood songs you might want to dance, or you do something, right? That is passion. Passion means, like, Brahmaji is in a mode of passion. He creates something. It's not always bad, but it's not the best guna. It's not the best quality, right? So if I say, what is okay, Ayati, you had a question?
Yeah, but why does Parshuram like killing people if it's a bad thing to do?
Yeah, because that's what we are trying to get to, right?
Oh, I just had that question in mind. If he
Yeah.
was if he was a good person, why would he kill a bunch of people?
No, so why did Arjuna kill? Was it a good thing?
Well, people did bad things to him, and they were doing bad things. So and there was like a war. So I mean, he had to.
Okay, let's see. When you hear this, what do you think of? When you hear this music?
Relaxation.
Okay, relaxing.
Peace.
Anybody else? Shlok, what do you think of?
The music's very like calm.
Very calm.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that too.
Okay,
It's
Narsimha.
peaceful. Yeah, me too.
Meditating.
Meditating, very nice. Kathy, what is this music is doing to you?
Kinda
What was it?
like it's kind of making me fall. It's I don't know what to say.
Okay, you is it nice? Nice. Okay. Ayati, what you had to raise your hand up. Anything to say? Or you forgot? Yes, Ayati, and then Ada.
Join?
Yeah.
Don't play.
Ayati. Okay.
Yeah. It's peaceful to the mind. It's soothing. It makes me
Yes.
fall asleep.
Okay, Adha, you raise your hand.
I was gonna say peaceful too.
Peaceful. So this is the mode of goodness, right? This is the mode of goodness. Prior music was the mode of passion. If you hear this flute music, it's meditative. So when you do things in the mode of goodness, you feel happy, the others feel happy, right? When you do your homework on time, you're disciplined, you're listening to your parents, you eat on time, you do your japa on time. Is that mode of ignorance, passion, or goodness? What is it? Yes, Aishan.
Goodness.
goodness. The other one was mode of passion. You're like too active. You want to do something which might not necessarily, you're like I want to get this, whatever it might be. You might end up doing bad things also. So that is mode of passion, right? That was a bad music, but you might feel like dancing. And then there might be very, very bad music, like where is jazz or what, like drums with very heavy metal music and stuff. It is very bad. And it is the mode of ignorance. It could be like you're so lazy, you just want to sleep. That is the mode of ignorance, right? You don't want to do things. You will do things which are against the scriptures. Like when people eat meat, that is mode of ignorance. Right? So the kings were in the mode, the Kshatriyas were in the mode of ignorance and passion. So that is why, and the Kshatriyas, again, they are supposed to be in the mode of passion because they need to protect, but they cannot be all the time in the mode of passion and ignorance. They were not ruling properly. They were very proud. So Parshuram then killed them, so that it gives a lesson to the world that the kings should be good rulers. Remember the verse from Bhagavad Gita 4.8 we just recited. Who remembers the verse? Ishan.
Wait, are you saying for me to recite it?
Yes.
Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya च दुष्कृतां dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge.
Translation. Go ahead, translation.
Um,
Paritranaya sadhunam, to deliver the pious.
the pie.
Vinashaya cha dushkritam, to
Annihilate the
annihilate the miscreants. So why did Parshuram come? To annihilate the miscreants. Who are the miscreants? Who are the bad people? The Kshatriya kings in this case, right? They were in the mode of passion and ignorance. They were not ruling properly. And we will hear that story, how it was bad, how they were bad. Ayati, does that answer your question? Why did he kill the Kshatriyas 21 times? Does it answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Right? So he wanted to lessen the burden of the world, right? So we know why does Krishna come. So this is one of the reasons why Krishna comes. This is one of the reasons Parshuram comes. But for us, for devotees, why do we want Krishna to come? Why do we want Krishna to come? Why do we want Krishna to come? Who can answer that question? Yes, Nimai.
So he can save, like, and highlight the miscreants.
Yeah, and highlight the miscreants. But when you're chanting, when you're thinking of Krishna, you're not thinking of other people to be killed. You want Krishna to come and you want to love Krishna, right? You want to see Krishna. You want to see, okay, Krishna, I am worshiping you. I want to see you. I love you so much. That's why you want him to come and have his association, right? Okay, Shlok, you want to say something?
No problem.
Okay, who wants to read the next one? Let's see. Ayati, you have already read. Somebody who has not read. Nimai, go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Where is it?
What was, okay, am I not sharing? Oh. Go ahead.
What was the offense that the Kshatriyas who could not control their senses committed before Lord Parshuram, the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for which the Lord annihilated the Kshatriya dynasty again and again? The best of the Kshatriyas
Yes. Karta Virya Arjuna.
the king of the Hayas,
Yes.
received 1,000 arms by worshipping Dattatreya,
Dattatreya.
the plenary expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana. He also became undefeatable by enemies and received unobstructed sensory power, beauty, influence, strength, fame, and the mystic power by which to achieve all perfections of yoga, such as anima and lagima. Thus, having become fully opulent, he roamed all over the universe without opposition, just like the wind.
Yeah. So this is the question we're asking here. Ayati, you asked the question, right? Why did he kill again and again? So this is the answer, right? There's a king called Karta Virya Arjuna, right? Who received a benediction, a boon from Dattatreya. Dattatreya is another incarnation of Narayan. What did he receive as a boon? The Kartavya Virya Arjuna. He received 1,000 arms. 1,000 arms. Again, the picture shows only two. This is the picture of Parshuram, but the Kartavya Virya Arjuna, I don't have a picture here. And he was very proud, right? And he was like, nobody can defeat me. He was just like so proud, and he roamed all the universe just like the wind, right? And he had achieved mystic siddhis like anima and lagima, right? He could become smallest, like very small, like the atom, or big. There is the mahima. I forget what does anima mean. We can look it up. So there are 8 mystic siddhis. So he had all those siddhis, right? Mystical powers, magical powers.
Babuji,
Yes.
Parshuram had the 1,000 arms?
No. Karta Virya Arjuna.
Oh, so it wasn't Parshuram.
No, not Parshuram. Karta Virya Arjuna, who was a Kshatriya king, he got this benediction from Dattatreya. Dattatreya, he is another incarnation of Narayan, right? Dattatreya was born of Mother Anusuya. So Dattatreya gave him 1,000 arms. And he became undefeatable. Nobody could defeat him, and he became so proud. Kartavya Virya Arjuna. Now let's see what.
But was he a good person? Was he good?
No, he was not good.
Oh, okay, then that's
we will
good.
see. We will see what's going to happen next. Okay, who wants to read? Who has not read? Shlok, go ahead.
Once Kartavir Arjuna, surrounded by a beautiful woman, garlanded with garland of victory, stopped the flow of the water with his hands. Because Kartavir Arjuna made the water flow in the opposite direction, the camp of Ravana, which was set on the bank of Narmada near the city of Mahishmati, was inundated. Prabhuji, what's inundated?
Inundated means it drowned. Like it
That was unbearable to the 10-headed Ravana, who considered himself a great hero and could not tolerate Kartavirjana's power. When Ravana attempted to insult Kartavirjana in the presence of women and thus offended him, Kartavirjana easily arrested Ravana and put him in the custody of the city of Mahishmati. Just as one captures a monkey and then release him
neglectfully. Right. So see how powerful is this king, Kartavya Virya Arjuna. Right? What did he do? You hear the other name here, Ravan. Who is Ravan? Ravana? Who is Ravana? Okay, Nimai, who is Ravana?
Lord Ram killed Ravana, and he's he's 10-headed?
Yes, very nice. Yes, Narsimadev.
Ravana is he's a demon. He used to be a demon scholar, and then he had 10 heads, and he was worshiping and he worshiping Shiva,
Yes.
and he cut all his heads off. He wanted to cut the last one, but then Shiva appeared in him, and he gave him the boon to have 10 heads and become very powerful. And Ravana is the demon who Rama killed.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So you read Ramayana. How do you know all this, Narsimadev?
Yeah. Yes.
So you read Ramayana. Very nice. See how he knows all these details about Ravan. Right? So we will do in a few weeks, we will start reading the Ramayana, right? We will start because with after Parshuram, we will do Chaitanya Mahaprabhu a little bit because Chaitanya Gaur Purnima is coming up, and then we will start with the Ramayana, right? He knows so much, so it should be inspiring to us to read the Srimad Bhagavatam, to read other Ramayana books like Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita. So very nice. Thank you. So this character, Ravan, is also coming here. What did Kartavya Arjuna did? He stopped the flow of the water with his arms. Can you guys do it? Can anybody do it here? Stop the flow of the river?
Krishna can.
Krishna can, yes. But I'm saying on the Zoom call here.
No.
So Kartavya Arjuna, he just stopped that flow. And then Ravan was on the opposite side, and he was like, okay, the water is now flowing the opposite side. He got angry. And then he went to insult Kartavya Arjuna. And what did Kartavya Arjuna did? He easily arrested Ravan. And you remember, Ravan is so powerful. But Kartavya Arjuna arrested him, and he put him in the jail in the city of Mahishmati. And just like one captures a monkey, right? You capture a monkey. It's just like that. He captured him, and then he released him, Ravan. Kartavya Arjuna released Ravan. So the story is told here that he's so powerful. So those kind of kings who are so proud and he's utilizing his power to stop the flow of the river. Is that a good thing? So should those kind of people be allowed and cause destruction? No, right? So Ishan, you have a question?
I was just saying, like, I know the story, and like Ravana's like, I'm not sure, like his relative or like some sort of sage told Kartavirya to let him go, and they became friends.
Okay, I don't know that part. Where did you hear that?
I read it in a book.
Okay. Okay, all right. So let's read. Who wants to read? Shreya, you have not read. Go ahead, Shreya.
Okay, Prabhuji. Once while
Kartavirya Arjuna
was wandering unengaged in a solitary forest and hunting, he approached the residence of
Jamadagni.
Jamadagni, Satyavati's son. The sage Jamadagni, who was engaged in great austerities in the forest, received the king very well, along with the king's soldiers, ministers, and carriers. He supplied all the necessities to worship these guests, for he possessed a Kamadhenu cow that was able to supply everything. Kartavirya Arjuna thought that Jamadagni was more powerful and wealthy than himself because of possessing a jewel in the form of the Kamadhenu. Therefore, he and his own men, the Hayas, were not very much appreciative of Jamadagni reception. On the contrary, they wanted to possess the Kamadhenu, which was useful for the exception of the Agnihotra sacrifice.
Right. So see now what is he? So one time, this guy Kartavya Arjuna was hunting, and he reached the residence of Jamadagni. Who is Jamadagni? He's the father of Parshuram. So he reached there, and Jamadagni, who is the father of Parshuram, he received his guests, the king and Kartavya Arjuna and all his soldiers very well. How did he receive? He gave them so much food to eat and everything. How? Because he had a Kamadhenu cow. What does Kamadhenu mean? Like whatever you wish from the cow will give them. Cow will give you sweet rice. The cow will give you gulab jamun. The cow will give you rasmalai, everything. The Kamadhenu cow is giving you everything. So he treated them so very nicely. And they should be thankful. Kartavya Arjuna should be thankful that he is giving us so much attention. He's giving us so much to eat and so much hospitality, nice thing. But instead they were thinking, why did this guy have this beautiful cow, this very precious cow? I don't have it. I am the king. Sometimes do you guys feel, if you see a toy with some other friend and you feel like that guy should not have it, I should have it, do you guys feel that? Does anybody feel that?
Not normally.
Sorry?
Not normally, usually like rarely.
Rarely. Do you feel that, okay, he has that, I should also have that?
No.
So that envy is like, he should not have it, I have it. And jealousy, he has this good toy, I should also have it. Those are not good things. See what is going to happen if you do this envy thing. He says, why? I am the king. I should have this. Why this Jamadagni? He said should have it. And he wanted to perform a sacrifice. And he thought, no, this cow will be very useful. So he wanted to kidnap that cow. So he wanted to take this cow by force. So we will continue next week from this onwards, is 10:25. So I want to see if anybody has any questions. Let me stop share. Yes, Hari Govind. You have a question?
Yeah, I forgot. Why did Shiva wear a moon on his head?
Why does Shiva wear moon on his head? I also forget the story. Does anybody remember? Why does Shiva wear moon on his head? I'll find out, okay? I'll find out. I know a moon worships him.
I think because Shiva controls the moon.
Shiva controls the moon. I don't know that, but I know
Maybe.
moon worshipped him, and I forget the story. I don't know if anybody knows. Hari Govind, otherwise I'll find out, okay? And we can discuss that.
You can search it up.
No, we cannot be. I am here. Yeah, that's fine. We don't worry about Google all the time. Google is not always accurate because this is the scriptures. So let's see.
I mean, sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is. Okay, how do I stop share? Why it's not coming? Okay, so for Gaur Purnima, I'm thinking what will you guys, okay, you're guys already doing a play and stuff and all that stuff. You're doing your bhajan and everything. We did a debate 2-3 weeks ago, right? In the next 3-4 weeks, we want to another debate, right? Yes, Ayati.
Will we be doing like a play for for like another one for Gorpurnima?
The Prabhus that the adults are doing, you guys are doing the bhajans and everything.
Wait,
You
what?
guys are
What did you say?
the Prabhujis are doing a play for Gaur Purnima, but we will do a play for you guys, kids.
Is
later.
Dad gonna be participating?
Yes, yes,
My dad's gonna be participating?
yes. So I wanted to, is Sahas on the call? I do very Sahas.
Yes, he is.
So I wanted to congratulate Sahas. He got 100% scholarship in a private school. 100% scholarship.
In American Heritage.
And American Heritage. And see, this is how a Krishna conscious child is supposed to be, right? That you do your japa, you do your all your devotional activities, and also you be a perfect student. So you can show that, okay, being in Krishna consciousness doesn't mean that you will slack in your academics. So very good example, Sahas, you're keeping. You're inspiring all these kids, saying that they also take to Krishna consciousness and do also give importance to academics. 100% scholarship now is not a small feat, right? I think there were around 300 to 500 kids who applied for it. Only 10 people got it. 100% scholarship. Very well done. Congratulations, Sahas.
And now he doesn't need to pay for college.
What? Where did you get that from?
No, this is for the high school, right? This is for
Right? No? Oh, okay, never mind.
But
this is
most
my-
people that go to American Heritage go to good colleges.
Yes.
college.
So
Well, you're gonna get a good job.
yeah, so it's a good lesson to learn from your friends, right? Yes, 100% scholarship in a very prestigious college. So keep it up, Sahas. The other thing I wanted to say was the next debate. I know, Narsimhadev, you were not in the prior debate, but we did debate where people, kids, prepare for both the yes and the no sides. But so we will prepare a debate in the next 3-4 weeks about, is it good to eat meat? Yes or no? Right? So you have to prepare on both the sides, and then we will do a debate. Right? Right? The last debate was, am I the body or the soul? You guys did very well. Yes, Kathy, you have a question?
I don't understand.
So debate is basically saying you will be on one side. Say, the question is, the people on one side will say, oh, it is good to eat meat, and they will give their reasons. The people on the say it is not good to eat meat, and they will give their reasons, right? So say 4 kids are on the side, good side, they will say, it's good to eat meat because it gives them protein, it gives them this, that. They will give the reasons. And the people on the other side, on the no side, will say, no, because it is in the mode of ignorance, or this or that, right? They will give all these reasons. So kids initially have to prepare for both, and then I will randomly pick who is going in which side. Okay, so that will be in the next 3 or 4 weeks. Okay, so we will start preparing for that. Before we end, any other questions? Yes, Narsimhadev.
And also, you know why Shiva has the moon on his head? Because Chandra had a curse on him, and Shiva wanted to take the curse off. That's why.
Very nice. What curse do you know?
No, but I just know it's a curse.
Okay. So who asked that question? Hari, you asked the question, right? So he had a curse, yeah. Moon had a curse, and that Shiva wanted to take off that curse. Thank you, Narsimha. Okay, all right. So we will end here, and then we'll continue and finish the story for for Parshuram next week. So we say our prayers. Vansha kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti Vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hari Hari Bol. We will see you next week again Sunday, 10:30. Hare Krishna.
Bye bye. Krishna.